You think awakening is a light you must show to the world. But what if true awakening is a silent flame, burning gently behind closed doors? What if what you have discovered in the depths of your soul loses its power the moment you try to display it? What if the universe prefers its deepest secrets unspoken? We are taught that revelation is liberation, that each time your soul is awakened, you must proclaim it, write it, share it, perform it for others. But the masters of wisdom, the old Zen teachers, and the gentle voices behind the veil whisper another way. Alan Watts used to say, "You are the wave," pretending to be separate from the ocean. What does the wave gain by announcing its nature? Does truth, once paraded in the streets, remain truth? Or does it turn to fiction the moment it is spoken? Let's pause. Let the silence stretch. There is a kind of privacy that is not resistance nor secrecy. It is a sacred preservation, the keeping of a garden within yourself, tended in silence. For some truths, when shared too soon, wither like wild flowers plucked from their root. Imagine this. As you awaken, there blooms a space inside you. It is unshared, unspoiled, unknown by any other breath in existence. That's not selfishness. That is the universe's seed, protected by silence. The Eastern philosophies delight in paradox. Zen Buddhism delights not in speech, but in koan, questions with no answer, and answers that unmake every question. Watts reminds us, the meaning of life is just to be alive. But what happens when you try to explain what it feels like? Words fall away. Meaning evaporates. You are left with experience. The Tao Te Ching says, the Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. To name a thing too fully is to betray its mystery. Let's look at this from another angle. The Western mind, our training in logic and confession, craves exposure. We believe that by revealing every thought, every ache, every dream, we grow closer to others. But Alan Watts saw a contradiction here. The more fully you expose the flower, the faster it wilts. Privacy is not a wall. It is the fertile soil of transformation. There are things, Watts teaches, that lose their power in the light. Kindness, given quietly, unannounced. Dreams, tended in silence, not boasted in public. Struggles and tears, healed in solitude, not displayed for sympathy. But that's not the end of it. You must have a place within yourself where no one can enter. That is where real transformation happens. You become your own healer in silence. You notice your breath quickening, your spirit trembling. You ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Let the listener breathe along with the reflection. If you reveal too much to the wrong person, even if they mean no harm, they may store your vulnerability. Later, in anger, they may use your weakness against you. Wisdom is not for everyone all at once, and something curious happens. Sometimes the urge to share your awakening is driven by fear of loneliness, of not being understood. But the deepest transformation is a solitary journey. You are the cosmos in disguise, and no audience can validate that truth. Alan Watts tells us that the real game of life is to play, not to win, or to be seen winning. Each spiritual realization is a mirror reflecting endlessly back into itself. To describe awakening is like trying to hold water in your hands. The more you grasp, the quicker it slips away. Let's look again. Music exists not only in the notes, but in the silence between them. The most sacred mysteries are those never spoken. When you awaken, do not rush to reveal. Instead, let the realization ripple quietly through your being, changing your dance, your choices, your quiet moments. In Zen, the master will not give the secret directly. He may answer a question with a cloud, a gesture, or a laugh, for the deepest wisdom, paradox, is the guardian. Reflect on this. If you are spiritually awake, never reveal your secret garden, your quiet joy, your trembling vulnerability, except to the universe itself. Let's pause. Are you trying to help others or seeking to be seen yourself? When you keep experience sacred, it gathers strength, potency, and peace. Let it unfold slowly. Let it become a living part of your breath. Recall the story of the mirror and reflection. Watts used to say, "You are not a puddle observing the sky. You are the sky reflected in itself. Expose too much, and the image grows cloudy." Sometimes disclosure is not sharing, but scattering yourself to the wind. But perhaps it was never about control. Let go of the desire to be validated for your awakening. Let go of the urge to teach before you are living. Privacy is not the enemy of growth. It is its guardian. The universe plays hide and seek with itself. You are awakening not to tell, but to experience. Each time you keep the mystery, it deepens. Each silence grows into new wisdom. Awakening is a river with no mouth. It flows, endlessly changing. Find comfort in not explaining. Find power in mystery. Let awakening fill you, reshape you, guide you, until one day you become the question itself. The universe is not something you're in. It's something you are pretending to be you. Your spiritual awakening is not for the audience. It is for the cosmos in you. Protect its mystery. Let silence be your strength. Let your experience be your guiding light. And know that every secret kept in stillness is a promise forever unfolding. Let the words hang. Let the silence envelop the listener.